This week's edition of AEW Dynamite was headlined by members of the Dark Order facing the Elite in a multi-man tag team match. We also had a blockbuster match between Serena Deeb and Hikaru Shida, and the AEW World Eliminator Tournament continued with John Moxley facing 10. Sammy Guevara was also defending the TNT title, and CM Punk was also in action for the first time on Dynamite, I believe, and that was against Bobby Fish. So let's get straight into it. CM Punk hit an early elbow drop, and Bobby Fish fought back with a chin lock. Punk retaliated with a scoop slam, followed by a second. The crowd chanted for a third, and Punk obliged. Bobby Fish was all over them as the match spilled outside. Fish then hit Punk with kicks on the floor before the straight edge superstar then hit a flying elbow drop. Punk and Fish then started trading strikes before Fish was working on Punk's knee. Punk then hit the GTS, but the former NXT star blocked it and hit a dragon screw. Punk then hit a GTS again, and this time he managed to win the match and pick up the W. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. This was really fun. Punk obviously getting the win, but Bobby Fish, I'm really loving the work he's doing in AEW so far. MJF is then basically out for a squash match against Bryce Donovan, made light work of him, immediately heating the seat kicker for the win. MJF took the mic after the match and said that he wasn't a fan of Boston. The Salt of the Earth then took a shot at the people of Boston before turning his attention to Darby Allin. He said it made sense they cheered for him. MJF then addressed Allen's claim that he could be mentally broken, saying that Allen was not too scared to show up to work. He then added that how now Darby Allin was out of his way. Sting's music hit, but it turned out to be another ploy by MJF. The lights went out and Sting appeared at ring. He took out Wardlow and Shawn Spears, and MJF scrambled to ringside. Darby was in the crowd and ran after MJF, and they retreated. Allen took the mic and confirmed he would face MJF at Full Gear. Good to see the babyfaces finally get a bit of revenge. With Full Gear a few weeks out, this is kind of the perfect way to do it. Next up was Sammy Guevara versus Ethan Page for the TNT title. Guevara charged towards the ring as soon as he came out and all over Page, tossing him around the ringside area. Page looked like he finally found some momentum once the match began, but Guevara took him down again. Sammy headed to the top rope, but Page saw it coming and made the TNT champ lose his footing. Sammy fought back with right hand before hitting a perfect springboard cutter. He followed up with a Spanish fly for a 2 count. Page then rolled out of the ring, and the TNT champ headed to the top rope, hitting his shooting star out to ringside. Back in the ring, Ethan Page headed to the top rope and Sammy joined him on the top turnbuckle. Page then hit Sammy with a body slam off the top rope. Page then went for the Ego's edge, but Sammy countered it and ended up rolling him up for the win. I'll give it a 7 out of 10. Really fun match and definitely worked out. Moving on to a little bit after the match then, Ethan Page attacked Sammy Guevara after the bell rang, and Scorpio Sky ran out to join him in the assault. The rest of the Inner Circle came down to the ring, and Chris Jericho took the mic and said that the Inner Circle's match against Men of the Year would take place at AEW Full Gear, and it would be a street fight. I'm really looking forward to that match. That should be really fun. Lucha Brothers then called out FTR backstage and wanted their AAA tag team titles back before Serena Deeb took out Hikaru Shida. Deeb started the match and was all over Shida, sending her knee first into the ring post. Shida then sent Serena Deeb head first into the ring post. Shida went for a knee strike but missed her target, hitting the top turnbuckle. Deeb immediately took her down with a chop block before she kept on countering Shida's offense until the former AEW Women's Champion hit a German suplex. Hikaru followed out with a running knee. Serena quickly took Shida down with an ankle lock, but the former champion sent her crashing out to ringside, but Deeb threw an opportunity away. Deeb quickly got back in control, however, but Shida went for a knee strike and Deeb manoeuvred out of it and hit a single leg Boston Crab. Shida managed to crawl to the bottom rope and the ref broke this. Deeb then managed to hit Shida with the plague, but the Japanese star stopped her and tossed the plague away. Deeb then poked her in the eyes and rolled her out. Shida reversed the roll up to pick up the W. Serena Deeb didn't take kindly to it and hit Shida with a chop block and then locked in the Serenity lock as the referees came down. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Serena Deeb and Hikaru Shida are just so good in the ring, and that post-match beatdown really put over Shida as well, even in defeat. This was really fun. Moxie was then taking on 10 in a world title eliminator match. Moxie was in control, sending 10 crashing out to ringside and then tore apart 10's mask. John's momentum didn't last long, however, after he hit a kick, Moxie took him down with a clothesline and immediately hit a paradigm shift for the win. Moxie will now face Orange Cassidy in the semi-finals. I'll give it a 6.5 out of 10. Kind of sad to get 10 jobbed out, but we all know that was going to happen realistically. Loving his new Mox. Cody then said that he grew up in front of the fans. He said he didn't deserve his wife or his daughter before saying that his brother was a Hall of Fame level competitor. Rose then broke character and said he would not turn because he loved the fans. He then apologised to members of the Nightmare family before saying sorry to Arn Anderson and saying it was an honour to stand in the ring with him. Andrade then came out and slammed Cody and his stupid tattoo. The lights came out and Malachi Black appeared. Black then hit Cody with the mist and attacked him as Andrade and Josie ran after Arn Anderson. Punk then came down to the ring and cleared it, forcing Andrade and Malachi Black to retreat. Loving this weird storyline. It's interesting, but it kind of does feel like Malachi Black v Cody's never ending. Before we got the Super Elite versus the Dark Order, we're in Halloween spirit. The Elite came dressed out as Ghostbusters. Adam Cole and John Silver started things off. For Omega and Evilino tagged in, Matt Jackson tagged in and members of the Dark Order were all over him before he saw a triple body slam by members of the Dark Order on Adam Cole. Adam Cole came in and hit Matt Jackson, and he and Matt Jackson hit a tornado DDT. Cole took Grayson down with a boot to the head before Omega hammered Grayson with right hands before the Super Elite traded tags on the Dark Order. The Super Elite were in complete control at this stage. Grayson did his best to weather the storm before Colt Cabana tagged in and hit a moonsault off the middle rope, but it was never going to work. Adam Cole broke it up as Nick Jackson took Cabana down with a super kick. John Silver tagged in as a legal member before Omega hit him with a Snapdragon. The Super Elite snapped their proton kicks in the middle of the ring and powerbombed Colt Cabana onto them. The rest of the Dark Order came quickly down to the ring. But it was easy wins for the Elite. The man put in the stay pushed, but it turned out to be Hangman Page, one of the people who came down, and he took out the Super Elite. John Silver then hit Matt Jackson with the Spin Doctor and picked up the win. No one saw this coming, but it was really fun. Put over the world title match, gave Dark Order a big rub, so I'll give it an 8 out of 10. Overall this week, AEW Dynamite gets a 7 out of 10 from me. I was considering giving it an 8, but I just limited to it 7. But on the whole, this was really, really fantastic episode of Dynamite. It didn't have incredible highs, like one of the best Dynamite segments you've ever seen, but on the whole, it was just consistently great. And that's what you want from a wrestling show, just from start to finish. Absolutely loved it. But anyway, guys, that's it for the video. Thanks very much for watching. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Remember to start comments down below. Funny and the link in the description below for daily wrestling news. And subscribe to my channel on the screen right now. That would be greatly appreciated. Thanks very much for watching. Peace